Hello, welcome to Meaco. My name is Chris Michael. I'm the Managing Director and Founder of Meaco, and welcome to another of our short videos about our individual products. This time round it's about the Meaco Airvax Air Purifier, available in white and black as you can see here. The Meaco Airvax Air Purifier is the only air purifier we do within our Meaco range, because it's the only air purifier that we found that we'd like to put our name to. We're very proud of the Airvax. It's a sensational air purifier that has a lot of fans amongst our customers, and we know from personal use that it works. The Airvax uses a unique electrostatic Ceph filter which has 4 individual patents on it, protecting it from copyright around the world. What's so brilliant about the Airvax electrostatic filter is the time and effort that went into getting it right. 8 years of product development before they sold a single Airvax, as they refined the product to make it better and better and better. The electrostatic filter captures both particulates and chemicals. So with the one filter you can do both jobs. Now normally on an air purifier you'd end up with 3-stage filtration, 5-stage filtration, 7-stage filtration, as you had more and more filters into the air purifier in order to try and do the job. The Airvax does all of that with the one filter. Now this doesn't look like much when you just hold it in its hand, but this is 25 square meters of surface area if you were to roll all of this out. That's 25 square meters for the air to come into contact with as it goes through the filter, and that's why it's so successful at capturing so much. This particular filter has got thousands of dimples on it. The dimples provide a positive side and a negative side. That's why it enables to capture so much. And not only does it capture so much, but we know from the independent testing that it captures things and holds on to it. It doesn't release them back into the room. And things like mould and bacteria, because the water is evaporated away, that kills them, so there's no chance of mould spores being blown back into the room. This is a problem for a lot of air purifiers, is that when they capture the dust or particulates or the allergens, they struggle when the filter becomes full and you don't change the filter to hold on to these things, and they tend to get blown back into the room. We know from the independent testing that doesn't happen with the Airvax. It can capture particles smaller than your standard HEPA filter on this Airvax filter. We know this again from the independent testing and data. It's been tested at all sorts of laboratories against all sorts of different things, even MRSA, the hospital superbug, and it's found to capture that as high as they can possibly test for the numbers of MRSA within the air. In fact, we know that this filter can capture everything from dust, pollen, tobacco smoke, mould, germs, viruses, allergens, exhaust fumes, carbon monoxide, your VOCs, your things like your formaldehyde, toluene and benzene. So that means it's going to take physical particles out of the air and smells. It really is a winner for use around the home. I know that this Airvax works from personal experience. My daughter suffers from hay fever. This year we had a terribly high pollen count because of the late spring. She couldn't sleep at night, she was sneezing. If she's awake at night, we're awake at night, so no one was getting any sleep. It's a miserable place to be. So, took one of the Airvaxes home, popped it within her bedroom. First night, no change at all, no difference whatsoever. No one slept. Second night, she was fine, no problem at all. And since then, we've had no disturbed sleep at night at all. The Airvax sits there in the corner of a room, it just runs and runs and runs. You can see the filter getting dirty. Occasionally we just hoover off the filter just to take the excess off with the nozzle of our vacuum cleaner, which is what you're supposed to do to prolong its life. But she, throughout that pollen season this summer, slept absolutely fine. It saved our night's sleep, and we were very grateful of that. It comes with remote control, so you can control the fan speed. On silent, it's not going to disturb your sleep at all, and on the high fan speed you can still hardly hear it. It's great for bedrooms, as we know from personal experience. Use it in the home office, use it in the sitting room, anywhere where you're getting problems to do with allergens that is causing you some discomfort. Our customers really do love the Airvax. We get a lot of positive feedback over the phone when people come back to us to order new filters. Lots of positive reviews out on the internet. From our point of view, we're delighted with it because it's so reliable. We've only had 2 failures in 3 years, which is next to nothing with the thousands that we sold, and one of those I think was down to a damage in transit. So all in all, we're absolutely delighted with the Airvax and wholeheartedly recommend it. It can do rooms up to around about 25 square meters. If you keep the doors closed within the room, that reduces the air changes with other parts of the house and is going to make the Airvax more efficient. In terms of optimum placement, doing this sort of thing and just putting it at about waist height is a sensible thing to do. You don't want to put it on the floor because then the carpet's going to interfere with the airflow, and other furnishings like your bed, wardrobes, tables, etc. will interfere with the airflow. So having it about this sort of height is the sensible thing to do. The Airvax is also available with a cigarette lighter type adapter if you want to use it in a motorhome or a caravan, using those sort of plug-in adapters that for 12 volt that you get in the car. So that's there as an optional extra as well. But that is just a little bit of background information for you about the Meaco Airvax. It's the only air purifier that we put our name to, and I wholeheartedly recommend it. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.